It's my pleasure to be here for this great event and to see all the good looking people of Kenya again. God began to speak to me since 1998 on the need to embark on a crusade whose main objective is change. Changing the way people think so their actions can become productive and our nations can become developed. So maximum impact summits and conferences is designed with change as its objective. Someone has said, stubbornness and unwillingness to change is the energy of fools. He that will not apply new remedies must expect new evils. You cannot make an omelette without breaking eggs. Every desired advancement will always demand adjustment until you are willing to change your approach. You cannot improve on your results. That's why we are out on this crusade of change across the length and breadth of our great continent of Africa. So Maximum Impact Summit is aimed at generating the required change that will bring about our desired change in our various nations. Until something changes within you, nothing changes around you. Every change begins from within. Without a change within, there will never be a change without. It is the change within you that produces the change around you. A man by name Max Deepre said, in the end, it is important to remember that we cannot become what we need to be by remaining what we are. So there has to be a change before our dreams can become a reality. We are not backward as Africans because we are black. We are backward largely because we are blind. A blind man has no sense of value for his environment. You can't describe this flower to a blind man and not feel deceived. He feels you are deceiving him. How can you describe something, a flower, it's white, it's red, it's green, it's light green? How? That's a lie. No matter the treasures in a room, a blind man has no access to it. We live in a land of unlimited opportunities, but we are victims of the plight of blindness. We can't see the values where we are. And this crusade is designed as an eye-opening program that will help each one know that our nations will never be developed until we have developed our human resources. And all through history, the move of God has been proved to be the baseline for every advancement of mankind. The first civilization came around the Mediterranean, where the Garden of Eden was. And then you had the big, huge pyramids of Egypt in those days. And then came again, in the early part of the 14th century, there was a great move of God in Europe, which culminated in technological revolution of Europe and brought them to the forefront of civilization. Then came the move of God in the early 1900s in America. And this birthed the microchip technology, which made the American the present leading civilization in the world. So every move of God has always resulted in the advancement of the life of mankind. And so the move of God in Africa will not stop at healing the sick, raising the dead. It has to move into developing our environment, developing our nations. That's why we're here. Someone has said, another definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing the same way and expect different results. So, if we must get different results, then we must be willing to adjust certain things to enhance the reality of the results that we are looking for. This is very important. And I do believe that all of us here will agree that the problem of Africans, we Africans generally, is that we have always been waiting for someone else to help us out. There was a man in the Bible at the pool of Bethesda. He was there 38 years. And Jesus met him, do you want to be well? He said, I want to be well, but there is no man. So every time you are waiting for a man, you wait for centuries. What you don't sow, you are not permitted to reap. Nothing free adds to your value. Whatever you don't earn cannot enhance your destiny. Waiting for someone else will be waiting for all eternity. That's all that story was pointing out. That man said, I have no man. And you are there first year, second year, third year. Everybody met you and left you there. I have no man. I have no man. And woe unto him that trusts in man and made the arm of flesh his strength. Because the man is not available. No other country will come to develop your country. No other continent will make it their goal to develop our continent. We have to rise up to the challenge. Places don't make people. It is people that make places. America did not make Americans. It is the Americans that made America. Japan did not make the Japanese. It is Japanese that made Japan. Korea did not make the Koreans. It is the Koreans that made Korea. So Africa will not make Africans. It is we Africans who will make Africa. Amen. This is what this crusade is all about. It's to call us to ourselves and begin to employ the wisdom of God to effect our desired changes. The Bible is the most valuable information bank on the planet Earth. It covers with precision and unbelievable accuracy all that man will ever need to be all that God has created him to be. No library is complete without a prominent place for this oldest book called the Bible. You don't know the mystery of this book. It took about 1,600 years. That is, the authors that put the Bible together span over 1,600 years with unbelievable harmony. It is not the thought of man, it is the wisdom of God in print. Everything you will ever need to become anything you are created to be is contained in that book. Everything that any nation will need to become the things they are created to be is in that book. That's why God said to Joshua, this book is all you need to make your ways prosperous and to have good success. This book is your guarantee for a fulfilled destiny. Joshua chapter 1 verse 8.
Thank you for listening to this impactful teaching that Bishop David Oyedepo shared while he visited Kenya in 2017 at Maximum Impact Summit. The full teaching has been shared in this channel and is titled The Power of Information by Bishop David Oyedepo. The ring is shared here. Be blessed.